think exposure, artists need to be created spaces for their work to be seen easily. Like for an example, in our province, and we don't have a number of galleries that we can take our works to, except the Northwest Art Gallery. But we don't have any other public art galleries where people can display their works, and so that it makes easier for potential buyers to come and make some collection of that. Secondly, the art shops as well. When you're an artist and you're in a rural area, you struggle to get necessary art materials. You struggle, it's just quite difficult for artists to produce their work when they're into rural areas. Generally, art itself is a therapy. It heals people. It contributes to the gross domestic product of the country. But most importantly, therapy, because our societies have got a number of social illnesses that need to be addressed. And for an artist, as a mirror of the society, we were working on, like in my work, I'm speaking of obesity that I'm totally not fond of, and preservation of our heritage. Like in my work, the colors that we see there is the colors that I grew up seeing around murals that were built around our villages, and I'm trying to preserve the very same ethnic colors that I grew up seeing. Well, from the family, it's a heritage. I've inherited it from the Moncho clan. So I grew up loving this. Well, two of my uncles were musicians, and one was also doing some drawing, painting on his or part-time kind of. Unfortunately, it's that, but again, fortunately, that I didn't study, I didn't go to tertiary education for art. But what I did, I bought books for myself so that I should know what elements of art means. Why should I know the elements of art? Why are they needed in the composition of an art piece? So that's why I grew up. As a self-taught artist, getting to galleries, getting to other artist studios, chatting to them, looking into pictures. When I was very young, I would walk for a kind of 4 to 5 kilometers to town, just to sneak into a bookshop to browse around magazines and just to get inspiration. And then I'll have to keep that on mind for the other 5 kilometers back home to go and try to rethink what I saw in this magazine to draw them. So that's also that contributed to my mind bank to always preserve and be observant wherever I go. Especially our kids in rural areas where there is lack of mentoring. My wish is to see artists in schools where a musician will teach musicians at school, where a visual artist will teach visual art at school, so that we preserve this. Our kids in rural areas are not all academics. We don't expect to see them doctors, but if we train them to do handwork, then they'll be able to help themselves to prepare for a near future. Like for an example, if I teaches a young boy to do portraits, he will be able to do portraits for people around his village or her village, and they'll be able to help the parents, to accumulate some money if you want to pursue a further career at tertiary. So that's my wish, to see village children or kids being taught to do any kind of an art form. That will help a lot to the village economy of this country. I hope you enjoyed the workshop this morning. I wish I come back, and thank you very much, Sis Amo, to have traveled from here to see my exhibition in Taung, and to keep your promise that by this year we'll be bringing my exhibition down there. I'm so just happy. And I already feel some kind of, some vibe around the exposure. People are talking about this, and thank you very much for that.